Alright. There will be no starting soon. We are starting immediately. The stream will start now. Okay. This will probably be to my detriment. To the old mine. Also, I changed the microphone settings, so hopefully it's louder and not too loud. Oh my god.
Are you looking for a quiet?
No, I'm looking for a place to spill your innards on the banks of this river here. So just follow me a little further away. This ought to be good. Okay. I forgot how fast he is. That was bullshit shit. He's gonna get away. That's fine. He should leave me alone for a while. But the old mine, I have a map to it. Okay. Where is the map? Okay, we're going the right way. Probably have to farm a little bit before I get there. Probably need to be like level 7. It's the mine crawlers are kind of tough. Take it easy. I don't know about walking through these woods. That's probably probably not a great idea, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I know wolves are kind of tough at this point. Especially if you come in with an overhand swing. Maybe this isn't such a bad path. I'll take this. That wasn't too bad after all. Except those can kill me really fast. Raptors I can't deal with. Gonna have to leave those alone. Hey, great card. Camp's going good. I'm gonna try to do the old 9. But I'm kind of low level. I'm only level 5. So it's a little bit early. Technically I can do it, but it is a little early. What are you up to tonight? Looks like these beams are missing some textures. I can't imagine this is supposed to look like this. This is our guy down here. I love Gothic too. I haven't played the second one yet, but this is my second playthrough of the first one.
A new face. Have you ever dug ore, boy?
Have you been here long?
I've already been here 10 years. Oh, believe me, I've learned and experienced quite a lot here. I've encountered many dangers and managed to stay alive. In the old times, when we worked in the abandoned mine, the one which is deserted now, and the supporting beams collapsed. But that's old stories.
Dude's got PTSD. I've heard the second one's better. I've watched a little bit of the gameplay for it, just like at the beginning. Although I did wake up in the middle of the night the other day, and the playthrough was at a point where he was fighting a dragon. So I'm gonna have to play it just for the sake of seeing the dragons.
You must have heard about many escape plans as well.
Listen, boy, I know you want to get out of here, but forget it. You better forget the thought of escape. I saw the faces of those who tried to get out of the barrier. Don't make the same mistake. The barrier will stop everybody.
I don't want to dig in the mine for the next 10 years of my life.
No, you won't. Perhaps you'll be one of the real big shots. Who knows? You'll work your way up. But no matter how far you'll get, the barrier will finally stop you.
Good luck.
Same to you, boy. Same to you.
That was haunting.
I'm here to collect the list for the camp.
Anybody could say that. Get lost.
Are you Ian, the boss of the mine?
Yeah, I'm Ian, and this is my mine, so don't touch or break anything.
Isn't that Gomez's mine?
Yeah, of course, this is the mine of the old camp. But in here, there's only one boss, and that's me.
Tell me about the mine.
If you want to look around here, you need to be careful. There are mine crawlers in the caves. You better stay in the main shaft. And leave the Templars alone. Even if they only hang around most of the time, they're the best fighters you can ever have at your side when it comes down to the crawlers.
I'll keep that in mind.
I have some work to do, and don't keep my boys from doing their work.
I'll just have a look around here.
Don't make any trouble.
In my first playthrough, that old dude was like, he was sitting back here on the bench, and I think he had different lines.
Well, hang on. Are you planning to attack me?
Put that weapon down.
Oh!
Next time, I'll kill you.
I was trying to trigger a voice line. He said something really weird to me the last time I pulled my weapon out in front of him. We'll leave the Templars alone. Come on. Oh, God. Get him, boys! Hey, man. Dude. You're useless.
Thought that had been cleared up ages.
I may not be able to fight the mine crawlers right now without some cheese.
Put the weapon down.
No, I'm fighting these guys. Come on. Just one of you, please. Oh my god, he's not even taking any damage. That is very bad. This was a terrible idea. Maybe I was premature in my plan to come down here. Well, I'll just see if I can complete the mission. No, there's a good ring you can get down here too, like a dexterity ring. I don't really have a use for it right now. I think this is where that cog is at that you need, but I can't remember. I know there's 3 crawlers down here though, so that will be a problem. Yeah, there's the cog. We'll just see if, oh, well, they're on to me. Somebody drew steel. I heard the sound effect. I might be able to creep around behind him. Take this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't remember where the gear cog goes to though. Maybe down here. Actually, I think that's for that might be for a completely different mission. Now that I think about it.
Let me pass. Let.
This from a guy called Ian. Yeah, I'm doing something completely different. I didn't need that gear cog at all.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
The cog is for when you like fight the queen. And that's like chapter 2 stuff. Just give me the list.
Can you tell me something about the ore production here?
We dig for ore day and night. This means a storage of 200 sacks per month, and another 20 sacks which will be melted down. Hundreds of blades can be forged with the ore we supply to the king.
I've heard that the ore has magical qualities. Tell me about it.
The magic ore does have special qualities. Weapons forged from it don't break. Their blades are sharper than usual ones. An army equipped with these weapons has a decisive advantage in battle.
Tell me more about the ore.
Unfortunately, the magic powers of the ore vanish during the smelting process. They know the right smelting technique in the blast furnaces of Nordmar, but even without the magic powers, weapons made from this ore are extremely resistant and do more damage than normal weapons.
I'll just have a look around.
Don't make any trouble.
This says I probably missed a step where I asked Diego. But I thought I already talked to Diego about this. Whatever. I should have kept that old save file. Yo!
I'll just have a look.
Don't make any...
Eurojank is the best kind of jank. Was Two Worlds from a European developer? I can't remember. The first Witcher game was kind of crazy too. Like, in combat, Geralt would run around with like the sword above his head like this, like swinging it around. It was crazy looking. I think I'm going to try leveling up acrobatics a little bit more on this playthrough. I didn't level it up at all last time, but I saw someone playing And they could like jump and like dive and roll forward. Just fly across the map. Yeah, I can't remember who the I don't think I ever met the acrobatics person. And I certainly haven't met him this time. Shouldn't be hard to Google, though. You take less fall damage too? That would be nice. I do fall down a lot. I'm not entirely sure this is even faster jumping around though, because you kind of freeze a little bit. It feels faster though. I tried to kill Mud earlier, but he got away from me.
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him. Take care.
Yeah, I missed one dialogue option. Should be able to take on these guys now. Maybe not, 3 at a time. It's me and you, bud. Let's go. That deserves a bowl of meat bug ragu. And a beer. Their wings actually sell for a decent amount early on. Don't really want to mess with all these people right now. There's too many. It's weird. I asked Diego about the mine and these Templars spawned in. They weren't here a second ago.
That won't happen again.
Hi, where are you off to?
We take the Minecrawler secretion from our brothers in the old mine to Korkalam. We go to the old mine every day to collect it.
Is this fucking Optimus Prime?
What kind of secretion is it?
We obtain it from the mandibles of the Minecrawlers. If you know how to do it, you can take them out without losing the secretion.
What does Korkalam need the secretion for?
As far as I know, he makes a potion with it which increases the magic powers of a novice. Since we are preparing for the great invocation, he can't get enough of the stuff. With the aid of the potion, he'll prepare the novices for the great day.
Can you tell me how to get the secretion of a minecrawler?
Of course, after you've killed the beast, you get hold of the mandibles and pull them straight out. This way, you'll get the secretion gland without destroying it.
Have you enough of the potion for the great invocation of the sleeper?
No, we still have to collect much more. Our Minecrawler hunting units are in action day and night.
Thank you, sir. I've heard if you try to touch this winch that it could break the game. Maybe it was a different one. You know what really sucks is that even if you have a pickaxe, you can't like sit here and mine and keep it for yourself. He'll just do this like over and over again, and you won't ever see any you won't ever see anything from it. This feels like it's too far. It is. We're definitely leveling acrobatics. Surely we can make this jump. Ha! Alright, fucker. Give me the list.
Diego sent me. I'm to collect the list.
All right, here's the list. Tell him to hurry up with the deliveries.
I'll just have a look around.
Don't make any trouble.
I will not look around. Actually, I might try to get that ring and the bow and sell it. Hey people. Sev here.
I doubt that's ever. People always talk.
That wasn't very clever.
Alright. Get him. Not me, them. Oh my god. They can climb. Jesus. Jesus. You know what? Never mind. I'm going back to the camp. Before this turns into a I died to mine crawlers for an hour stream. You can do it. Good job. It is cool. It was one of like 2 areas that needed a loading screen, I think. I think there was just 2. A lot of cool stuff down here too. I don't know if the Queen's Cave was supposed to be that dark or if my version is just missing some textures, but when you go in there, it's like pitch black almost. And there's a place in the Orc Temple underground that's a tunnel. And the only way I could navigate was through looking at the minecrawler webs. Of course, I guess I could have used a torch. I'm really missing the teleports from the end of my main save file.
Let's talk about something else instead.
The ambient insect noises reminds me of my my old family home back in the swamp.
There must be something about that story after all.
Sir, you know what? Which one of these can I overwrite? Actually, I don't need to. I have the list.
I have the list from Ian.
What's up, Darth?
Well done. That'll get you a few brownie points.
It wasn't quite a Shrek swamp, but it was close.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
Scatty has told me he's anxious to see how you come off against Kurgo. But he was impressed by you having the courage to fight against Karim, even though you've been defeated. Sly told me that you found Neck. He seemed to be really content. Fingers told me that you've already learned a bit, but he thinks you can still improve your skills. You've really managed to get the recipe from Kalam. Dexter is very impressed, and so am I. Thora says we could make use of someone like you. That's very good for you. You've found enough people to speak in your favor. You also passed the test of faith. Go to Thoris. I've already told him everything. He'll let you go to see Gomez.
How fast can I grow a beard? Not very fast at all. I haven't shaved since like mid-January. And I have friends that could grow what I have right now, and I shit you not, 10 days. There's a guy I went to school with. Well, I didn't go to school with him, but my friend went to school with him, and they called him Sasquatch. Okay? Because, like, in 9th grade, he came back to school, and if you take, like, a picture of him right now at 38 and a picture of him when he was in 9th grade, he basically looks like the same person. He just came back from summer break, and he had, like, shaved his head, and he just had this gigantic beard. So they started calling him Sasquatch. And that was not me.
Take care.
I didn't start growing facial hair until I was, like, a senior in high school.
Hold it.
Oh, my God.
What's up?
You can't enter the castle with...
I have permission. Yeah.
Diego says I'm ready to see Gomez.
That's my decision.
And what do you decide?
I must admit, you seem to have done most things okay. Okay, you can see Gomez. He alone will decide whether you get to join us or not. From now on, you're on your own.
Since, like, January. I've just sort of, like, I've buzzed, like, the neck area, like, down low here. Like, this, I've shaved that off. But yeah, I don't grow that much facial hair. It takes forever. And I'm really not like a beard guy. You know, traditionally, I've just shaved it. I just thought I was like this year, this is going to be the year. This is my beard year. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know about it.
Stop!
Dude,
Relax. I've talked to Thoris. I'm allowed in.
Oh, I won't forget your face, pal. You get into trouble and it won't end quickly.
I have done so many quests for these people. You can't make anybody happy. Steamed hams. What's up, steamed hams? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it now. I used to not like it because it was really scratchy, but I've got this, like, beard shampoo that I use, and it makes it to where it doesn't itch, so I don't really think about it, you know?
You may not cross this doorstep unless Master Caristo allows it.
I have a letter for the High Mage of the Circle of Fire.
I'm looking for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
That is Caristo. What do you want with him?
Let's talk about something else instead.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Are you a messenger from the outside world?
Yes. A magician gave me the letter shortly before they threw me into the colony.
He should have said it a
Show me
third
the
time.
letter.
Here it is.
Here it is.
This letter is addressed to Zardes.
What's so exciting about that?
Zardis has not been a servant of Innis for ages. He left us some years ago and turned towards black magic. He lives in a tower in the middle of the Orc land and concentrates on his studies. He said he would go his own way to find out what went wrong with the barrier. Wait here. I'll be back in a moment.
Everything he said made Zardis sound like the most badass character in this entire game. He said it with such a flippant tone, you know. You're right. We should dress like that.
Risto was beside himself with delight. He said that you may go to Torres and choose your reward.
I have wizard robes in the closet over there.
Where can I find Torres?
He is in front of the temple building all day. At night, he is inside like all the others. But only magicians may enter the temple house, so you can only speak to him during the day. See you later.
Believe this is Torres. Torres and Rodriguez. I wonder if they're the sons of Gomez.
Caristo sent me. I've passed the letter on to him, and I'm to choose my own reward.
You have done us a great service, and you shall have your reward. Choose carefully.
I haven't seen the Mandalore video. I've seen a lot of his stuff. I haven't seen the one for this, though.
I would like to have the potion.
A wise choice. You have picked the most precious of all gifts. Drink the potion, and your power will grow.
How's venturing in the magic arts?
That's none of your business.
Okay. Okay. I believe I gotta talk to this guy in the door over here.
Hold it. What are you doing?
I want to go in.
Are you kidding?
Why don't you ask Thoris?
I will. If you're lying, you're as good as dead.
Are you saying I can go in?
Yeah, get moving.
What can I do for you?
Oh, Darth, I just noticed. I was trying to figure out what that said in the chat. Thanks for the Lord membership. That's freaking cool, man. Thank you, dude.
I want to see Gomez. Thoris says I'm to be taken on as a shadow.
We're always on the lookout for good men. You seem to have your wits about you. You might be okay. I'll take you to Gomez. Follow me. And don't touch anything.
Let's see here. All right, I made some of y'all moderators that I've seen around from like Aiden Chronicles times and stuff like that. I didn't think about having a moderator or any moderators until just a few seconds ago, and I thought maybe I should do that. Where is... I'm lost. He was blocking the way. Heck yeah, dude. It's like almost $5 after YouTube takes their stuff. That's a freaking chicken sandwich, man. From the gas station. Dude. Okay, every other time I was here, she was like scrubbing the floors. So I guess that's like a daytime thing. A man of lore. Yeah. Truly a man of lordly caliber, Mr. Darth. You know what's funny? I went into a like basically like a a shop that sells instruments like this, right? And I asked for, someone was like, "Can I help you with something?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was looking for a bong." And he was like, "We have water pipes, but not bongs." And I had to be like, "Oh, yeah, a water pipe. That's what I'm talking about." Yeah. And yeah, I guess it's a hookah. Yeah. I think it's funny that they call them water pipes here. But I think they have some kind of rule where they can't at least in my state, they couldn't refer to them as bongs. This was like 10 years ago. Yeah, right. Yeah, tobacco use only. Yeah.
I came to offer my services.
You just come marching in here and expect me to concern myself with you, you worm? Guards!
Hey,
What a fight. It was a good fight.
I had permission to be here. Dude, this is so unnecessary. Well, I mean, am I crazy? I thought I had permission to be here.
Hold it.
Yeah.
What can I do for...
I want to see Gomez. Thoris says I'm to be taken on as a shadow.
We're always on the lookout for good men. You seem to have your wits about you. You might be okay. I'll take you to Gomez. Follow me. And don't touch anything.
I guess that took too long. Everyone in this room was acting like that wasn't that big of a deal.
Gomez is over there. If you don't show him some respect... Get out of my way!
Dude. I'm pretty sure when some of these guys were brought in here,
Get out of my way!
you know, they like throw them in the lake, they get punched, they show up to the camp and they're like, "What's your name?" And they're like, "My name's Raven." They're like, "Okay, Raven." They're like, "What about you?" He's like, "They called me Scar. And I was a bad son of a bitch on the outside." Because they can't prove that's not your name. You know. All these people have, I don't know about Arto, but a lot of them have cool names. Okay. Can I speak to this man? Or is he going to stab me through the chest?
I have come to offer my services.
What makes you think we're interested in your services?
I've been traveling around the colony a lot, and I have contacts in all of the camps.
Now that could prove useful. Who are you in contact with?
That painting is incredibly distracting. Did I talk to you, Barian?
Iberian.
Iberian doesn't waste his time on guys like you. Your lies tell me you think I'm
I'm
an
not
idiot.
lying.
I'm disappointed to see you think I'm stupid.
I misremembered.
I hate being disappointed.
Well, fucking on guard. Okay.
It was a good fight.
Nice fight.
Okay. It is. It is a bit like that outfit, yeah.
I have come to offer my services.
What makes you think we're interested in your...
I have stood the test of
I have
faith.
stood the test of faith, and Thoris says I'm worth it.
You wouldn't have gotten in here alive if that weren't so. I hope that's not the best you can do.
I've been traveling...
Now that...
Kor Kalam,
And?
Laris,
And?
a few of the bowels in the Brotherhood's camp,
And?
a couple of the fences in the new camp.
And?
And then...
Those were the important ones.
Not bad. For a beginner, you shall have your chance.
Does that mean I'm in?
You bet it does. You're one of us now, kid. Raven will fill you in on everything.
Okay, Raven.
Hello?
Gomez says I'm in.
Great. In that case, you can prove your worth with the first task. It shouldn't be too difficult for you, provided your connections are as good as you say.
I would ask him what an Enden is, but he'd probably stab me in the chest.
What do you want me to do?
We do a lot of trade with the Brotherhood. That doesn't mean to say we trust them. Go to the swamp. When you get to the camp, keep your ears open. Anything you pick up might be useful for us. The more you find out, the better. It'll take a bit of tact, if you know what I mean.
Hello.
Keep cool. I'm not going to get them angry.
I knew you'd understand.
When did I put these clothes on? Yeah, it is. Alright. You know, in my first playthrough, I joined the new camp. And the armor they gave me wasn't, like, automatically equipped. So I was running around. They do look cool. I'm sure there's a way to, like, look in front of me, but, Bartolo. Anyway, what do you say to do? Go to the swamp? He's got the same haircut as me. Just a shade lighter. I don't think I have enough ore to buy anything around here that's any good. I'm gonna go grab my tea. I'll be right back. It is kind of weird.
If you think.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's really not my problem.
Let's talk about something else instead.
I'd better keep out of it.
You're very probably right.
People always talk.
Same old story every time.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
Some people never learn.
Don't listen to all
Like
of
be in
that.
his shoes, though.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
There was a time
That's
when
really
things
not
would
my
have gone
problem.
very differently.
Hang on, better not
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
That's not really my problem.
It was obvious that there'd be trouble
There
ahead.
must be something about that story after all.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
There must be something about that story after all.
I thought that had
Some
been
people
cleared up.
Check this out.
Rely on somebody,
Let's talk
you're
about
in
something
trouble.
else
That's
instead.
how it goes.
That's not really my
This
problem.
is the you know, that Game of the Year edition of Morrowind
If you think.
that I got. It still had the map inside. See?
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I wouldn't like to be in
It's like the expansion place and the island up here on the top.
you're probably right.
Same old story every time.
I doubt it's ever likely to change.
You're
Probably slap that up on the wall somewhere.
Maybe.
People always talk.
There was a time when
Is it possible we're walking in circles? I mean, I don't know where you want to go.
I stabbed this man less than an hour ago.
I'd better keep...
I'm gonna get some strength points. They never leer. I wonder if he'll be cool with talking to me this late. Hey.
This is real fun. Thanks for taking me with you. We could do that more often. There's loads of more time left today.
Yes, I am. Should be out in a couple of weeks. And then it's either going to be,
For Gomez!
I don't know what the one's going to be after that. I might do Breath of Fire 2.
Can you teach me something?
Yes. I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
But I have a few ideas.
Your strength has increased a lot. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Take care.
I've gotten used to you already.
Shh. Go away. Yeah, I really liked Breath of Fire.
You're probably right.
This may be the end of Mud, if I can get him far enough away from the camp. Are there any benefits to still leaving him alive?
Why'd they put you in here anyway? Do you like animals as well? They're not into that one bit. That's why they locked me in here.
He's just too weird. He should be in the mines permanently. Those guys are jerks too. Over there by the fire. Yeah. Is he weirder than the Adoring Fan in Oblivion? I don't think the Adoring Fan had a an alleged bestiality problem, but I may be misremembering. I can't remember. Oh, which ROM hack are you playing? I downloaded one of them. Yeah, you could play as the lusty Argonian maid. War of the Goddess. That's the one that I got. He kind of changes the beginning. He calls them like the Dark Dragon Brood and the Light Dragon Brood. He changes some of the dialogue stuff. I think like a lot of it has changed actually. I liked it. I was having a good time with it. Hey, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to be going to the swamp. My bad. Oh, it's used in Breath of Fire 3? Okay. Well, then that does kind of make sense. Because I saw some complaints about it, but... That's the one I'm really excited to get to, is the third one. Actually, I have a physical copy of it in the living room. I've played a little bit of it. Not very much, though. Are they pretty dark? My best friend just started Suikoden 2. That's the guy that made Things Are Hard, by the way. Same guy. Actually, he just sent me it. Wonderful. I play... So, sometimes... I get online and my buddies are on and they're all playing League. And they pressure me into playing League. I don't really want to. But I do. Just because it's free and, you know, there's usually like 5 or 6 of us and it's fun to just get on there and fuck around.
I've been traveling.
Now that...
Cool.
I'm gonna skip through all of this.
And...
Those were
not bad. Usual.
I used to really be into League.
Does that mean I'm in?
You've been raped.
Back in like 2018, 2019, I followed like the LCS a lot more closely. Back when I thought we had a chance at Worlds. You're a big TSM guy? Yeah, that was... I got into it like right after Doublelift left TSM and joined Team Liquid. So it was like his first stint on Team Liquid with
For Gomez.
like they had, it was him and Jensen and Impact and who was the jungler? He was really good. I think he had an X in his name. Anyway. And then the Smithy. Yep. And then his support was Core JJ. They won 4 LCS splits. Back to back to back to back.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity.
Man, those were good times.
Your strength. Come back.
Take care.
But yeah, I remember like back then they were like, man, Faker sure is getting old. He may never win another title again. There's this new guy named Chovy that's coming up. And he's going to be the new Faker. Chovy is legit though. And the yeah, I know. You know, honestly, I wish I'd been into it when, like, back in like 2014 and 15, when it was still like it wasn't quite as like mega popular as it is now, but it was sort of like on the rise, and it was still like a somewhat of a niche thing. And I think I would have enjoyed the game because there's like, you know, why do I keep going to the freaking mine? I gotta go to the swamp. But yeah, I remember like I was so excited about that summer, was it MSI, where so Liquid, they beat Invictus, I believe, or something like that. They beat the world champions. Majora's Mask. Probably if I do this for like 10 years, probably, because I'll just run out of games. I do really like Zelda games. I do feel like they've been talked about kind of a lot, and I don't know if I could like add anything. I did have a friend over here yesterday, and he brought his son with him, and he asked me to do a video about Majora's Mask. So it's kind of funny that you say that. There's like this 15-year-old kid here, and his favorite Zelda game is Majora's Mask, because he played it on the 3DS. And that honestly kind of made me reconsider like my stance on like remastering and sort of like re-releasing games. I was like, you know, because he may have not gotten into it if they hadn't put it on the 3DS. Zelda 2. I never beat Zelda 2. I used to actually, my buddy that was here yesterday, he used to have a hacked Xbox. Actually, he still got it. But my cousin, at the beginning of the Paper Mario, I was talking about my cousin Jesse, and he is the one that hacked my friend's Xbox, and he put like thousands of old Nintendo and like Sega games on it and stuff like that. And that's where I played Zelda 2. Okay, the swamp is like this way. But yeah, so just to finish that other League story. Yeah, I'm gonna do one on Gothic. But so Team Liquid, they beat the champions. I think they were called yeah, they just, though it was IG, that's what it was. Or some, damn, I can't remember their name. It's been so long. It's been like 8 years. God. But anyway, so they beat them in like the semifinals. And then they faced G2 in the finals. I can't remember who G2 beat. But and then G2 just like 3-0'd them. It was like the fastest finals, and it was called Invictus Gaming. Oh, IG. That's okay. Yeah, that makes sense. They had like Jackie Love. I had that skin too for Kaisa. I was kind of a basic bitch League player. I was a bot laner, and I played Kaisa because she was cool. I did not play her very well. I didn't start getting good until I chilled out and just started playing people like Ashe and Caitlyn, who were like, you know, true bot laners that could actually lane, that I could actually lane properly with, and not just, you know, int They beat SKT. Dude, yeah, they were like the Korean killers. G2 was so fucking good, man. I remember I used to be at work and I would turn on their game, and just like during the LEC, any of the regular LEC games, right? They'd just be playing somebody random, and I would turn on their games and it would be over in like 17 minutes, dude. They would just be rolling, you know? And it was so crazy because everyone thought, you know, they were already good with Perks as the mid laner, and then they role swapped him to bot, and they signed Caps from Fnatic, I think, and have him go mid. And then Perks he was just, you know, he was so freaking good as a bot laner too. Yeah, and it was like they could play anything, right? And they were so unserious. Like Wonder, you know, the meme about him was that like the reason the games were less than 20 minutes is because he had to go to a World of Warcraft raid, and then he like never practiced. They were such a fun team. I think they made finals like twice. Back to back. I think. And then Perks, you know, they tried to run it back a few more times, and then he came to America and didn't really work out, which was too bad. I was really excited that he came here. Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. I have news for you.
Good news, I hope.
Our Brotherhood's planning a really big thing.
What are you planning? To break out?
The Gurus are trying to contact
Excuse me.
the Sleeper.
Almost choked.
They need something to unite their powers.
Oh, and?
They need a magical object. A focus.
Show me the way.
No, I thought we were talking about the focus.
What's that got to do with me?
Talk to Iberian. He's the most powerful man around here. This is the opportunity to attain his favor.
Where do I find him?
Go to the temple. He rarely leaves it. Probably he feels closer to the Sleeper in those cold ruins. May the Sleeper protect you.
Chapter 2. All right. Yay. But yeah, I think it's going to be in America this year. Wow. That sucks about your buddy getting laid off. You know, that's an interesting concept you propose about releasing a new Nintendo 64 and making new N64 games, because it's like when a console first releases, like the games are usually like a little bit more buggy, and generally speaking, those are like the worst that the games look and play. But then over the course of the console's life, they, like developers, they just get better at working with the hardware. And then, you know, by like the end of the PlayStation's life cycle, you had a game like Breath of Fire 4 that just looks so freaking beautiful. But then, you know, the PS2 comes out and you've got those kind of like weird early 3D graphics. And then games started looking kind of insane by the end of its life cycle. And you just kind of wonder, like, if they never, ever, ever made better hardware, like, what is the best that a game on the Nintendo 64 could possibly look? Which they did have 4 years. Or actually, 5 years, I think, because the GameCube came out. But anyway, like, it's just interesting to think about, you know? Because even, like, a few years into a console, like, some of the higher-ups already know, like...
Stop!
You can only enter the Temple Hill if you have a guru's permission.
I got permission.
The novice Lester sent me. I shall offer my services to Iberian.
Lester is trustworthy, I know him. You may pass.
They did? I didn't know that. Yeah, I haven't watched any of the like trailers or any gameplay for the remake. I'm sure it looks great. I'll probably stream it whenever it comes out. I know if you pre-order it on console, you can get access to like what they're calling Gothic Classic, which is different than the GOG version, I think. But I think it has like updated. It's updated so you can play it with a controller. I'm curious how that works though. Just because of like the directional aspect to combat in this game.
Greetings, Master Iberian.
Ah, I know your face.
Impossible. We've never met before.
But I thought, well, what do you want?
I think there's a lot more to that introduction than I realized on my first playthrough. Because this is a guy who has like weird visions and stuff.
I heard you were looking for something.
That's right. We need a magical focus. We sent the novice Nyras to collect the focus, but he hasn't come back yet. You could check up for me what has happened.
I'll bring the focus back.
Take this map. The location of the focus is recorded on it.
The last time I fought this guy for the focus, he kind of whooped my ass, and I needed a bow to take him down, and I don't have a bow right now. And I'm only level 6. But my combat skills have improved, so I might be able to take him down. Especially knowing what his intentions are. Jumping animation's great. It looks like the game was going to ship in 5 minutes, and somebody was like, hey, just got a call. We got to put a jumping animation in. And then they had like a QA guy go in and throw it together. He does have an actual jump. See? Look at him. Woo! It's beautiful. Instead of like bending his knees when he's on the ground and then leaping, he sort of like floats in the air and then bends his knees up in the sky. It's good. It's real good. Looks like something I made in Blender like the day that I downloaded it. I used to make really bad Final Fantasy XIV animations back in the day. Just kind of messing around with technology and stuff. That's a lot of... You know what? I'll just let them handle their business. But this guy... Here we go. 350 XP. It's a really pretty skybox for a 2001 game. Yeah, because I think that's um, a lot of people using you know, like Unreal 4 and 5, so it kind of feels homogenized, you know, with the, you know, everyone using the same engines basically. Because like Piranha Bytes, they made this engine in-house and they used it to make Gothic 1 and 2. So it's just, you know, it's got a very specific feel to it. And it's like you would think that would make it to where people could, you know, learn Unreal quickly, and then since it's so streamlined, they could just pump games out. But it's like that doesn't really work either. So then, you know, these guys were like, let's build an engine and make 2 games. And you know, this happened over the course of like 3.5 years. The chickens, yeah. The chickens were really tilting when I first started the game. Because I sucked at combat, and they were just... Oops. No. I don't want to save here. No. Right here. This guy's a dick. Oh, no.
Don't
Well...
ever try anything like that again.
I may be hitting a wall here. That's like my best weapon. I don't have a bow. Maybe we can talk him through it.
Scram! You have no business to be here.
I'm searching for the focus.
Unfortunately, you're too late for that. I've already found it. And I'm keeping it for myself. The Sleeper talked to me last night and made me his only tool. Now I'll only serve the Sleeper. No more Templars or Gurus. Only me alone! Die!
Yeah, some of the voice acting, I think is quite good. You know, and then, you know, 99% of it is entertaining. You know, like I love how there's so many people in the colony that are like Southerners. You know, like they sounded like my freaking neighbors in the swamp where I grew up. Especially Iberian. He sounds like Foghorn Leghorn kind of though. He's like really laying it on.
Put the weapon. I'll be in a bad mood if you keep fiddling around with that weapon.
Wonder if I can cheese him on a rock or something over here. Come on up, dude. Oh, he can climb too. No!
Don't ever try anything like that again.
Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. If his health can stay low,
I'll just take some more of your ore.
I can get him here in a second. Oh, he's got a potion. Not a very good one, though.
Don't ever try anything like that again.
What happened to my sword?
I'll just take some more of your ore.
Alright. We can beat him up here on the rock.
Put the... I'll be in a bad mood if you keep
Yeah,
fiddling
thankfully
around with that weapon.
it doesn't let you save it. There, you know. Shoot. Oh no. Okay, well that was a failed attempt to get up on the rock. Damn it. He got my ankles. Yeah, it's weird. You just kind of lay there in like a death animation. But you can't save it, thankfully. You just gotta like reload and try again.
Put the
Let's go, dude.
Put the I'll be in a bad mood if you keep fiddling around with that weapon.
Okay. Where'd he go? Where is he? Is he stuck in the rock? That should count as a win, I think. These damn branches are in my way. Oh. Well. Oh, there he is. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, no, 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 he dodged. Got him. You know what? Since he had bad intentions, I'm going to put his ass down. And I'm going to take this. Focus, some weed, some ore, rice schnapps. And I have enough strength. And it's an upgrade. Yeah, I haven't really done a lot of grinding since I've been streaming it. This is kind of turning into a low-level challenge. There's a couple different jumping animations. Like if you increase your acrobatic skill, he'll do like this dot. He'll do like a jump, and then you can hit it again. And he'll do like this like dodge roll forward, and you can just fly across the map. I did some grinding in my first playthrough, yeah, but I also did like a lot more quests. Like I went around and did like all the beginning quests. In like all the camps, almost all of them, and then I decided to I like made a save file and I picked a camp, so I was like level freaking 12 on the first playthrough before I joined a camp. Yeah, Morwind's jump mechanics were kind of crazy too. That orc in the short that I posted, he can jump like crazy in Morrowind. Like he can freaking fly, damn near fly across the map. We used to do that actually. I had a buddy that had it on PC, and we would like open up the console and set our jump to like 999, and then you would hit the jump button and you would pretty much jump out of bounds. And it would just sit there and try to load the map because it didn't know where you were. And then eventually you would crash land on the ground somewhere in the Ashlands. Yeah, I think one of the ways I used to kind of cheese it was I would put acrobatics as a major skill, and then so it made it a little bit easier to level up at the beginning, and I would go find some like steps in Balmora, and just because for some reason like a jump on level ground, it was just kind of slow, but if you went to stairs, you could like mash the jump button while you were going up the stairs, and it would just be like 30 jumps, like, so it would level up really fast. Where the frick is this guy? Is he in here with his ladies?
You're not allowed to talk to us.
It's all right. Always take a swing. Yeah. Coding. Yes, I can't imagine the pressure they were under. Especially knowing that there were absolutely hundreds of bugs that there's no way they could have ever found just like in-house.
I found the focus.
Excellent. You have done us a great favor. Now, take the focus back to Cor Kalom. He'll know what needs to be done.
What about some kind of reward?
Since you're not a member of our brotherhood, I will reward you. Take this amulet as a sign of my gratitude.
Since you're not a member of the brotherhood, I will reward you.
Come on, let me pass.
Right, yeah, no shit. This one? No, actually. I think they made Gothic 1 and 2. And I think they made Gothic 3. No, they made a lot of stuff. I think they made 3 and 4, and they made Risen, and they made a game called Elix or something like that. Let me see here. Yeah, they made quite a few. It did? There's 2 Elix games. Okay. Published by THQ Nordic. You know what else THQ Nordic has the rights to? What franchise? little game called Aiden Chronicles. But they've probably forgotten about that. What did he give me? Oh, this. 10 protection against fire. Yeah, there's a Gothic 4. Yeah. I think it's kind of like World of Warcraft. Wait, is there a Gothic? Hold on a second. I may have talked myself into some nonsense. I gotta look this up before I start spreading misinformation. Yeah, there's a game called Arcania Gothic 4, but I think maybe somebody else made it. Okay, yeah, it says technically it's a spin-off developed by Spellbound Entertainment. Okay, yeah, so they made Gothic 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 is the sort of controversial one as far as the lore goes. I think. Yeah, that was the situation. That's what happened. It's good with the community patch. I thought it looked kind of cool. Is that the one that has sort of like a Warcrafty UI? One of my buddies at work is a huge fan of Gothic 2. Hello, Mr. Kalam.
What do you want?
Iberian sent me. I have the focus.
Ah, the focus, at last. Now I can study the magic of these artifacts. If I only had enough secretion. Damn!
Yeah, as soon as it gets popular. Yeah. They're like, how do we expand? How do we get more people into this?
Iberian said you'd pay me if I brought you the focus.
Really? He said that? Well then, I suppose 50 ore should be enough.
I'll be seeing you.
May the sleeper enlighten you.
Okay, now what? Now what? I don't have any quests. I can't remember what comes next.
What do you want?
Secretion?
Yes. As you must know, I produced the magic potions for the invocation of the sleeper. For this purpose, I need the secretion from the Mindcrawler's mandibles. You know what Mindcrawlers are, don't you?
No.
They are dangerous beasts that creep through dark mines and devour any human flesh they can get.
Probably
Their
not all of them.
mandibles
Probably
contain
just
a special secretion. I
the first
use
one.
it to produce a
I
potion
don't want to
which
like
guides the spiritual path to the sleeper.
That's a lot. I've already sort of like told people that I would do all the Breath of Fire stuff. So like every other thing, if it happens to be part of a series, I'll probably just do one, and then after Breath of Fire it's like all done, then I may go back and like revisit other games.
Speak on.
Well, just a short time ago, I had a vision of the sleeper himself. He gave me a sign. He made me understand that there is a means other than the secretion from the mandibles, and he chose me to pass on this mission. You're not getting this mission from me. You're getting it from the sleeper.
Impossible.
Be silent, fool. He made me understand that the path I have embarked upon is right, but the means aren't strong enough. The right means can be found with the Mindcrawlers, but the mandibles are not sufficient. There must be something else.
Have you never examined the mine crawlers? I mean, maybe there's another body part which contains more of the secretion.
Of course, we have taken some mind crawlers apart, but only their mandibles seem to contain the secretion. There must be something else. Find their nest, and you'll find the answer.
What would I say is the purpose/spirit of your channel? I didn't really have a plan for it. I was just going to talk about old games, but it seems to be that people generally prefer when I talk about like older RPGs that are kind of janky that they've also never heard of. So like that's why Aiden and Ogre Battle CC4 and Wizards and Warriors sort of like rose to the top, because none of those were like super like overly popular games. And everything else that was like that gets like more progressively well known, they have like less and less views and stuff. But honestly, I don't know. It just kind of worked out that way. I don't really understand YouTube. I just kind of like make stuff and then post it.
Where will I find the mine crawlers?
In the old mine.
Very slowly I make stuff.
Looks like this might become quite a bloody adventure.
Take these potions with you. I am not giving them to you because I want you to stay alive, but because this task needs to be done.
What's the best way to fight the mine crawlers?
There are Templars in the mine. They hunt
Templars.
the crawlers for their mandibles. Speak to Gornavid. He will help you.
I'll be seeing you.
May the Sleeper enlighten you.
Okay. But yeah, sometimes I'm still sort of at a loss as to how to like structure videos, because like with Aiden Chronicles, for example, I didn't even talk about the developers. Like that game could have just appeared out of thin air, out of the ether, just phew. I didn't even say the name of who made the game. But I did with Ogre Battle. I talked about like the first two games a little bit. And then with Wizards and Warriors, like I really get into it. And Dark Alliance, I didn't really. I just kind of threw their name out there. Rogue Galaxy, I talked a lot about level 5 because they had all kinds of cool stuff with like Dark Cloud 1 and 2. And they made Dragon Quest 8. Such a cool game. Hopefully those bees... Okay, come on. One at a time, please. Oh my god, this tree is gonna end me. Dude, you can't do that. Might be too early to take on a lizard, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Hey, don't run. What's going on? This is not what my controls, okay, my computer has gone rogue. What is happening? Oh, now it closes the inventory. Okay, now everything's gonna work. Listen, I'm gonna say it. This is worse than Aiden Chronicles. People want to shit on Aiden Chronicles for supposedly crashing all the time and not working, and everyone's like, oh, you play Gothic. It's got a fan patch that was adopted by GOG, and it's great now. It works with modern systems, and everything's great. Woohoo. God damn it. Aiden Chronicles never sent me on a kamikaze mission into enemy fire. I don't know why I bring Aiden Chronicles in everything. That's the example that's at the forefront of my mind. I should probably talk to a therapist about it. Tired of this damn swamp. I do really like this game. Yeah, there is the dialogue on the beach is actually pretty important too. It gives a lot of context about like the war with the Jundar and the Horn of Kainon and the dragons. But, you don't even have to go to the beach. You could, and most players probably won't. They'll just go across the bridge and pay the troll, go down to the gate. They won't even see that stuff. I'm actually kind of curious if anyone has ever gone through and like tried to figure out how to trigger all the cutscenes in like an order that actually makes sense. That's like front to back, because when I streamed it last year, like I finished the Jundar area, and then on the way back to Guernia, I would set up camp, and they'd be like, "Man, I wonder what Jundar is going to be like." Okay. Now they're going to come over here and steal my freaking XP. You. Go. Go. The mouse sensitivity is like really low too. It's like I'm playing at 400 DPI and Counter-Strike. Yeah, that would be sick. It's a good idea. Now I've got the sensitivity turned up as far as it'll go. Now it's time for a rematch with this lizard. Come on. It's like a Komodo dragon, kind of. Is anyone else obsessed with those? Oh. He died immediately. Okay. I thought that was going to be more dramatic. Yeah. There was like a urban legend that they could breathe fire. I remember I rented a movie once that was about a killer Komodo dragon. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really bad. It was really, really bad. Even as a kid, I was like, wow, this is kind of ass. I remember it ate somebody's dog, and that was really sad. Their spit will kill you with bacteria. I think that might actually be true. You know what was a good dragon movie was Reign of Fire. And entirely plausible. I really need to be picking up more healing items. Yeah, I didn't realize that was Matthew McConaughey until way, way, way later. I think he's stuck on a post. Oh, he can get me, huh? Okay. Get him. This may have been a bad save. Imagine, like, okay, so, you know, the star power that Matthew McConaughey and Christian Bale have now. Imagine coming to them now and being like, you want to do a movie about dragons? They're like, really? Set in, like, medieval times? Like, nah, set in the future. Oh, yeah. I would do that. Wait a minute. Matthew McConaughey was in U-571? I remember Bon Jovi. I only watched that movie one time. Yeah. Hot damn. He sure was. Bill Paxton. That's crazy. I'll have to watch that again. What's he doing? You lost, boy? This is old camp territory.
Let me pass.
Come this way. Looks like his buddy's gone. Come on. Trying to help
Do
you.
you want me to polish your gob, or will you put that thing away?
Should you take me on a date first? Sure. Oh my god. Alright. Polish my gob. Who says that? wonder if I could get these guys to fight one of these orcs for me. That's a lot of wolves. Yeah, the chickens kill me. This is why I need a bow. This was poorly planned. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. Good evening, gentlemen. Ah, that's too bad. Where's that damn mine at? Alright. I should know I've been there 5 times in the last 2 hours. Oh, there's some more. I know there's raptors over here. Oh my god! They come from the sky. Jesus. Raining Wolves. Yeah, you need to trademark that immediately. That's one of those band names that can carry you with no talent. It is all over the place. It made me want to dig into the English voice acting side, because apparently like the German voice acting and the Polish voice acting is really, really good. And they've got like famous voice actors that came in and worked on it. It was like a really big deal. I've got some family in Germany, so I'm gonna have to have them like listen to the German voice acting and tell me how good it sounds. Because to me, German is just German. It just sounds German. And I don't know any Polish people. Would Aiden Chronicles be better voiced? Yes. Because I think people like Godric would be really funny. I feel like Aberkin and Beacon, that wouldn't be too complex. Somebody could do Shamsuk really good. Just get like the voice of the Beholder from Dark Alliance. It does sound funny. Evil old guy voice. Yep. They'd have to get somebody funny to do the boat captain. He was probably one of my favorite characters. They put that guy through hell. Because they lied to him first of all just to get the boat in the first place. And then out on the boat, Alaron screws up the spell because he puts the Stormbreaker thing on the mast instead of the helm. Then they crash land on a cursed island filled with demons from another dimension. And they fix the boat, and then they go to another island that's been overrun by demons from another dimension. And then they finally let him go home, and he's just like, "Get the fuck off of my boat."
People always
Hello, sir. I need your assistance.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
What do you know about the mine crawlers?
The crawlers must have a nest somewhere. If we only knew
Oh,
where,
yeah.
we could destroy the whole brood. May the sleeper protect you.
Hopefully I didn't pass up one of the Templars I was supposed to talk to. I was kind of zoning out up there for a second. I know there's at least... Actually, I may have to talk to this guy down here and then go back up. Because there's two here. Yeah, okay, I think I gotta go to the nest first. Which I think is this way. Hopefully I can actually fight these guys. Wait, where's my armor? Oh no. Who has my armor? It's gone. I don't know. One of the few people that kicked my ass must have taken it from me. But I don't remember it disappearing. Or it could have dropped on the ground somewhere. I'm gonna have to, when this is over, I'll have to scrub back through, see if I can find where it disappeared. I might be able to do that on my phone, actually. Alright, bitch. Oh my god, these things are so strong. Oh, that was a critical hit. Yeah, it's been a long time. I can't even remember. Maybe the focus guy took it from me. I don't know. It would be nice to have it though. Oh, there's two. Cool. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. I think if you hit them just right, they can't advance closer. This is so cheesy. I don't think this is actually the way. Okay. Bye. Where is the way? He's right behind me. Oh, you mean the guy that like yells at people? Or he's yelling at you and he's getting like progressively further and further away. Yeah, he's funny. I honestly think the only way that Aiden Chronicles would ever get remade or remastered is if I became a billionaire somehow. And I bought THQ Nordic. I was just like, all right, we might lose $70 million this quarter, but we're going to remake my favorite game. Oh my god, they're so strong. No. 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 It's fine. I'm just going to take a quick glance on my phone here and see where the last place was. I still didn't have it at the sleeper camp. So did I like... Okay, so I'm wearing it. And it's dark. Hold on. That's at 1 hour and 12 minutes. And then... No, I'm not wearing it. Oh, the game crashed, and then I reloaded it. And then I didn't have the armor anymore. So okay. I got it from like Gomez or something. And then when I reloaded the game, I didn't have the armor anymore because I had to load the save from before I talked to Gomez. I don't know. I forgot the game crashed. I think I just didn't pick it up the second. When I reloaded the game, I think I didn't get it. I think I needed to talk to Raven, and I think that's who gave it to me. And let me tell you, 30 armor would be really nice right now.
For Gomez.
Do you say fuck Gomez?
There must be a nest of mine crawlers here somewhere.
The whole bloody mountain is just one big crawler nest.
Why have you closed this shaft?
It didn't matter how many crawlers we killed. More and more just kept coming out.
Sounds like there must be a nest somewhere near. Let me open the gate.
No, this gate can only be opened with Ian's permission. Nothing will be done before.
What does Ian got to do with this? So I guess hopefully I can beat up the queen. I don't remember having a problem with her. She kind of just sits there. And then I'll have to remember to pick up the free armor. Some useful game-breaking stuff. I've found some game-breaking stuff, but it has not been useful.
You shouldn't believe.
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
You have to watch what you tell people.
This is only my second playthrough of it. I was gonna do more of a magic thing, but so far I've just been running around forgetting to trigger certain dialogue options in order to progress.
There must be a nest of mine crawlers somewhere here.
There are probably dozens of nests here.
Listen, I need to get to this nest now.
I don't have time to see to it now. My masher doesn't work anymore. Gear wheel broke a few hours ago. I've no idea where to get a new one.
I have a gear wheel.
Just get me a gear wheel, then I'll see to your problem.
I got one of those.
I have the gear wheel.
Hey, well done. I think that'll work. Now, what about you? You're looking for the nest of the mine crawlers. Just go to Ascan and tell him to open the gate, so you can search the dark shafts. Just tell him everything's gonna be fine. Then he'll know that I've given you permission.
I'll just have a look around.
Don't make any trouble.
There was a. May the sleeper protect. You shouldn't
Good talk.
believe everything.
You probably have heard him in another RPG. I feel like the voice acting circles were extremely small back in the day. It's actually kind of an impressive animation. I haven't played Two Worlds in a long time. I need to finish Magellar's video on it though. I had a friend that was really into Two Worlds. It's that capitalism mindset that we have.
For Gomez.
Hey, Ashgan, you may open the gate now.
I've already told you. Only if Ian...
Ashgan, everything's going to be fine. And best regards from Ian.
Well then, if Ian is responsible for this, but only under one condition.
What condition is that?
Just get me 2 or 3 Templars for support. I don't want to be here on my own when the crawlers come out of the shaft.
know where the crawler's nest is.
Woo.
I'm going there to get something for Kalam, so he can brew a stronger potion.
Then you'll need my blade. I'll join you.
Good. We'll meet at the big passage.
And you?
I need your help. I'm looking for secretion for Kalam, and I know where the crawler's nest is. Will you be there when the passage is open?
When fighting crawlers, it often costs a lot of blood. If you bring me a healing potion, you can count me in.
I think I have one.
Here, maybe that'll
Thank God.
Thanks. You can count on me. We'll meet down below with Ascan.
I'll be there.
I don't even know where to find one of those at this point in the game. I just got him from Korkalam. There's one more guy right up here. And then we open the gate. It's like one of the coolest parts of the game too.
I need your help. I'm looking for secretion for Kalam, and I think I know where the crawler's nest is. If we open the passage, will you be there as well?
The crawler's nest. Finally, my sword is at your service.
Let me pass.
That's the attitude we need. You know, I watched a video. I think it was in Polish, but it had English subtitles, and it was talking about how much Gothic 1 and 2 influenced the Witcher series, right? Because CD Projekt, they did the localization for it in Poland, and then their game dev studio, you know, they went on to make that first Witcher game, and I was looking at the game covers, and it's kind of interesting how even like the cover of Gothic with the cover that has the symbol of the sleeper, you know, like that insectoid-like face, it's kind of like the cover of The Witcher, you know. It's kind of cool that they both have like a symbol that means a lot in the game. Like in The Witcher's case, it's Geralt's like necklace thing. Oh, really? Oh, I guess they learned their lessons from Two Worlds. There's an exploitable dev oversight with the smithy in the old camp that will make ore and money almost pointless. That sounds like a good time. I might have to visit that old smithy. There's one of those at the beginning of Aiden Chronicles 2 where you can, like the cost of the ingredients to make, I think it's a restore potion, is less than what you can sell a restore potion for, right back to the guy that sells you the ingredients. So you can just do that over and over again. It's this big, like, gold exploit you can have at the beginning of the game. Alright, boys.
For Gomez.
All preparations have been made. The gate can now be opened.
Okay then. Open the shaft now. We'll let the show begin.
Turns into that scene from Ants here for a little bit. You remember that DreamWorks animation from like 2000 or 1999, I believe? Oh my god, they just spawned in. Go get them. That's so terrifying. Look how dark it is. Oops.
Let me
pass.
Good job, gentlemen. Yeah, this is why I feel like maybe some textures are missing, because it's like it was traumatic. Like the old man that was just like a head by the end of it. You watch the inmates make swords for a bit, then mug them. They will have a lot of swords since they don't delete the finished swords. That seems like it could possibly turn into like a memory issue over time. That's pretty cool that you can do that though. He's streaming Rondo of Blood right now. What is that? This is probably not a good idea to take my hands off the keyboard, but it's like a Castlevania mod. No. It's for the PC Engine, a side-scrolling action platformer, Castlevania. Originally a Japanese exclusive, became accessible through ports. Okay. That's pretty cool. He really doesn't stream that often. Oh my god, I'm so not ready for this. I'm so not ready for this. Alright. That's probably where I'm going to call it. I'll probably have to do, I'll at least have to go back to the old camp and get my freaking armor. And, might gain a level or two. And then pick up an actual, like, stream from this point. So we can continue, like, the main story. But, it was cool hanging out with you guys. It's cool seeing everybody again. And, I might actually go over to Madular Street and watch the... What was it called? Rondo of Blood? Oh, dude. Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Listen, I'll admit it, I'm curious about the game. I've been going here for about 2.5 hours, and I'm gonna get my fucking ass kicked by these mine crawlers anyway. Like I'm not ready for this. So let's go watch the Madular stream. Let's just all go over there. That'll be a fun thing to do. But yeah, I'm gonna turn this off. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see y'all later.